Yes, spring is here, and so is the pollen. Now comes the war between the wash and the pollen. Hey everyone, and welcome to Kevin's Auto Channel. I am Kevin Walters, and today I wanted to talk a little bit about E85. Is it good? Is it bad? Should you use it in your vehicle? Let's talk about it and find out. So what is E85? Well, E85 is a mixture of 85% corn-based ethanol and 15% gasoline. So you're mainly putting a corn-based alcoholic product into your gas tank, and then your engine is running off of that. So should you even try to use it? Well, yes and no. If your vehicle has a little tag on the back of it that says flex fuel, then running E85 in your vehicle is perfectly fine. It will not harm the engine because it was manufactured to run E85. Now, if your vehicle is an older vehicle, say prior to the early 2000s and back, then no, I would not recommend running E85 unless you have installed an E85 fuel system in that particular vehicle. So why do so many people, especially people who like to drag race and take their cars on the track, why do they like to use E85? Well, E85 is a higher octane than regular gasoline. Now, there's pros and cons to E85. One pro to E85 is that it is cheaper than regular gasoline. And that is true. Many places you can find E85 for less than $2 a gallon. Now, that may sound like a great deal, but when you're running E85 in your vehicle, it takes more E85 to combust in your engine to produce the same energy of what gasoline would use. So thus, yes, you are getting it cheaper than gasoline, but you're going to burn E85 at a quicker burn rate. So it sort of cancels out that one pro. But if you are looking to go faster, if you're looking to have more power, more response, then running E85 may be worth that trade-off for you. Just a little fact: 87 regular octane gas is actually 85% gas and 15% ethanol. So many cars today already run off of a little bit of ethanol, because if you pull up to a gas pump today, you will see a little sign on that gas pump that reads, may contain up to 10% ethanol. So they're already mixing ethanol in with gas today to make the gas stretch a little further and to use some ethanol. But many times, unless you are at a gas station, and there's some around here that sell no ethanol gas and it's pure gasoline. There's one place around here called QT or Quick Trip, and some of their stations have no ethanol gas. So unless you're wanting to run pure gas, more than likely you are introducing ethanol into your fuel system and into your engine. So an alternative, the main alternative people have today to running ethanol, and you're still wanting a good bit of power, is to run 93 octane, or what we used to call high test. Now, high test is good if you're not wanting to run ethanol and you don't want to spend the money on racing fuel. Then 93 is going to be your best bet. But like I said, if you're wanting that extra power, if you're wanting to maximize your engine's performance, and you don't want to spend $15 a gallon on racing fuel, then E85 is the way to go. Now, one con to E85 is its availability. Now, luckily around here in the South, in North and South Carolina, it is readily available. Most stations, or at least a few stations in each town, do offer the E85 option. But and places out in the Midwest, it is very abundant because that is where they grow the corn at. But places like up in the Northeast, there's only certain select places you can get E85, and that means if you're at a track day or if you're at the drag strip and you're running low on E85 and you need to fill up, you may have to drive 20, 50 miles one way to fill up and then come back. So some guys up there, they are taking 20 gallons of E85 on the truck with them when they go to a track. That way they can at least enjoy a good amount of time on the track or on the strip without having to go fill up and come back. If you do have a modern car that can run flex fuel, you can run E85. How do you know if you're getting a good product or not? Well, there's a little kit that you can buy off of Amazon. That's an E85 Test Kit. And basically what it is, it's a tube that you partially fill with water, and then you fill the rest of the way up with E85. Then what you do is you take and you put the cap back on tightly, and you shake it up really well. You shake it up for a few seconds, and then you put it down on a flat surface, standing up. And after about 5 minutes, you go back and you will see a little line where the E85 and the water have separated. And that line will tell you what percentage it is. Now, anything 70% and above is safe to run in your vehicle without any problems. Now, this is another con to E85, because in the wintertime, when they're not changing out the fuel as much, they're not selling as much, the percentage content of E85 may go down. You know, some places it may go down to 60% or less. That is the E85 that you do not want to run in your vehicle. Why? Because it will cause a lot of problems, because it is so weakened down that it's basically too watery to put into your system. It will cause a lot of damage. Now, this kit that you can get on Amazon is about 13 bucks. And $13 is a whole lot less than having to replace your engine. So it is a good investment. And the best thing about this test kit is that it is reusable. All you do is dispose properly of the contents when you get through, wash it out real good, let it air dry really good, and then it's good to go again. So every few weeks, at least, I would say at least twice a month, if you're running E85, you want to take a sample of that E85 and just test it and make sure you're running 70% or higher. You see a lot of YouTubers today, for example, Stang Mode and Xander 13. They love running E85. Why? Well, they love going to the drag strip, and they love shaving tenths off of their time. So they prefer the power and performance of E85 over 93 octane. Now, if you're running a car like a Ford Mustang and you've got an N-Gauge and you've got a tune on it like Palm Beach Dyno from Rob Shoemaker, then I would suggest having both tunes ready to go, your E85 tune and your 93 octane tune ready to go. And whenever you want to switch between E85 and 93 when you fill up, all you have to do is when you fill up, reflash it, load the new tune up for whatever octane you're wanting to run, and you're good to go. Now, of course, when you do this, if you opt to run 2 different octanes in your car, then I would recommend running it as empty as you can before you fill up and reflash that tune, so that you do maximize not only the performance but the tune also. Now, right now in our nation, we're seeing this epidemic going through with this coronavirus, and we're seeing an unusual time when it comes to fuel, because every day fuel drops in price, it seems like. Why is this? Because not as many people are getting out, because some people are quarantined to their homes. Certain states have placed quarantines on the whole state. So the supply and demand for fuel has dropped, and the price has dropped. Here in Spartanburg, South Carolina, fuel prices are $1.75 and less a gallon. I haven't seen these prices in a long time. We're going back to early 2000s prices with fuel right now, and you know, it's a crazy time we're going through right now. But hopefully it will pass quickly and life will go on as normal. But only time will tell how long we are in this low spot in our nation. If you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button, ring that bell notification so you know every time I drop a video, and please like this video. It really helps the channel out. I want to hit 1,000 subscribers in the next couple of months. Let's make it happen. You know, today is a great day to be alive and to be able to live in a country where we are free and that we can go to a dealership and off the showroom floor get something like a Shelby GT500 with 760 horsepower, or a Dodge Challenger or Charger Hellcat with 707 horsepower, or any muscle car, you know, a Camaro, whatever you prefer, that we live in a country where we can go to that dealership and purchase that car and have fun. Many times I believe we take that for granted, and we don't realize a lot of times how blessed we are to live in the United States of America. And it's important to every once in a while stop and think about that, and to just be thankful for everything that, you know, the military has done, our founding fathers, and how blessed we are to be born in this country, or to become citizens of this country. Not everyone in the world has it as great as we do. Not everyone in the world has the freedom to exercise their Second Amendment right, or to go and purchase something without limitations or something like that on them. It's a great day to be alive. Get a quick little pull in the Silverado. Oh yeah. When I get my Mustang, I plan on running after the initial break-in period, and then once I start modding it, I plan to run a Rob Shoemaker Palm Beach Dyno Tune and E85 on my Mustang. I will probably go between E85 and 93 octane. I don't think I will run E85 in it all the time, especially the winter. There won't be any need to. But more than likely during the summer, from spring through late summer, early fall, I will probably run E85 exclusively in that then at that point. I am getting close to hitting 10,000 miles on this truck. Another about 850 miles and I will have 10,000 miles on this truck, and that means I will be doing a 10,000 mile long-term review on this truck. I'm coming up on 1 year of ownership with this truck. That will be in June. So I can't believe how fast time has flown by owning this truck, but this has been a great truck overall. And like I said, the long-term review, 10,000 mile review is coming soon to Kevin's Auto channel. So be sure you hit the bell notification and subscribe to the channel so you will not miss that video. So thank you for watching Kevin's Auto channel. I'm Kevin Walters, and I want to thank you. We just hit 50,000 channel views. So thank you so much for your love, for your support, for commenting, for liking. And please, if you haven't already, be sure and subscribe. And I hope you have a great day.